Hey, welcome back, everybody. Here we are. Another week of amazing matches lined up here with XP League Silver and Gold. This is week 5 of our summer season. We're going to be starting off with our silver players. There's 79 players already queued up in the lobby, so we'll be getting started shortly here on our 10 past start time. Thank you, everybody, in our YouTube and Twitch chats for tuning in. I see we've got 22 viewers across our 2 platforms here. 79 players in the queue, so that does mean that Storm Surge rules will be in effect. So the Storm Surge will activate around that 3rd zone. So we'll get to see that. And I'm always happy to see a full lobby popping up. But this is a special week because this is our last week before the North American Finals happening in Full Sail University inside the Fortress and their live venue. So if you haven't already, make sure to follow the stream, subscribe if you're on YouTube, because next week is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be an entire weekend of just non-stop action, just non-stop Fortnite, Overwatch, Valorant, Rocket League, just the absolute best players in the league going for it. All right, I've got the go-ahead from production that we can go ahead and start. So I'm going to go ahead and start this match and get us going. But yeah, we're all super excited. We over here at headquarters have been, just slaving away, putting in just countless hours to make this amazing event, North American Finals, happen, to put it together. I mean, so many different people with so many different varying skill sets have just dedicated so much time and effort into making this vision of the North American Finals come true. We're really pulling out all the stops to make sure that these kids feel like they are like they're the real deal, like they are out there on a big stage getting to compete in front of hundreds of viewers, if not thousands of viewers. So these kids are going to feel really, really special being up on stage competing. I mean, for people who have played sports, who have gone out to competitions, who've been on a stage and performed, you know, you understand that it's an experience like no other to be able to go and be proud of your performance and show off your performance to the people you love. So if you have a team, if you have a child that's coming to North American finals, let me see you guys in the chat. Let me get a gauge for how excited you are. I know I'm super, super excited to come out to Orlando. My flight's booked. I'm ready to go. It's going to be an absolutely amazing time. And now we can go ahead and kick it into the action and jump in game. So here we go. We're catching up here with XXXY Zane and the North Austin team. North Austin, I've had the pleasure of meeting with their league commissioner a couple times already. They're one of the newest league commissioners here in XP League, and we're excited to have them here. And you know, their team does great. I mean, their Fortnite team is really, really strong, especially for a silver team. So make sure to look out for these guys. Let's go ahead and jump around here a little bit, see who else we can't find. Looks like we caught ourselves a little bit of a Brookfield team here. Hello, Brookfield. Rocking the Doctor Strange skin. Love it, love it. There's lots of magical stuff in here. I feel like the Rift Globe item is like the perfect item for Doctor Strange. And look at those skins, that like spectral skin on their weapons. It matches the Doctor Strange aesthetic very well. Well played, good cosplay, 10 out of 10. And then we're back here with North Austin. I think this is all. I think these are the only players we're going to get in our radius. Let's see who's a little closer, maybe to interacting with some others. All right, they're probably a little closer to edge here, so they're more likely to you know, run into another team. In fact, here we go. We've got some other teams here, all collecting, getting their mats up, and you know, I love to kind of see this. You know, we've got a couple teams here. They're honoring the early engagement rules. If you're not familiar with the early engagement rules, here they are. The way these rules work is before Storm Surge or Third Zone, we have enough players that Storm Surge will be in effect. So before Storm Surge, players are not allowed to engage with enemy teams. They have to wait until that Storm Surge activates, and that's when the chaos can happen. That's when the fireworks go off. So we're back here with Doctor Strange doing his thing, looting up. Got a couple teams here. I mean, this is a great spot for loot, especially if you want to get your mats up really quick. Let me pull up my controls here, see if I can jump around, check out another team. Back to North Austin. Maybe I can see someone else here. Looks like this is what we get. I'm going to go back over to the Doctor Strange player here. Oh, here we go. Now we've got a very slick looking blue banana. Man, Peely looks like he's seen better days. Is that like an irradiated Peely? Is that a ghost Peely? Is that what that is? Is that what I'm looking at here? Well, they're a cool looking Peely skin from Wake Forest over in at XP League Triangle in North Carolina. So we got Peely here, Baby Shark, and Flesh Ripper. That's actually super funny. You've got Wake Forest Triangle 12 to Baby Shark and then Flesh Ripper like that. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like seeing like it's kind of like a funny little juxtaposition there. You've got kind of the cutesy names, and then you've got Flesh Ripper. So they're over here on the bottom side of the map, and they're in zone, so they can pretty much just loot up here and chill out. They've got this ocean side where they don't have to worry about anybody coming in from there. They can rotate left or right. I mean, they've got like a nice spot set up for themselves here. So if I'm them, I'm feeling pretty good. I can rotate into here. I can rotate into here towards Condo Canyon. Whichever way the storm ends up going, as long as it doesn't like shrink towards this way, they're pretty much set to do whatever they want. So they've got a good mid-late game set up for themselves. And back here with the North Austin team, here they are looting up. We can see that their mats are up. You know what is the biggest difference in the early game between silver and gold? By now, the gold teams would all have like 500, 500, 500 right here, or they would be almost maxed out on their mats. The gold teams, one of the first things they do is max out on their mats before they, at least on their, while they're doing their loot paths. We can see here, one of the Brookfield teams is moving in. Looks like they're moving in towards the circle, maybe making their way towards Tilted, maybe making their way towards Sanctuary. One thing's for sure is that this outer edge, like this section here and this section over here, is going to be lots of teams battling it out. Once those Storm Surge kicks in, because you don't want to be rotating in when Storm Surge activates. You want to be set up already in the circle, ready to fight once that Storm Surge activates. You don't want to have to be rotating in or running away from Storm. So the best teams should be timing their rotations right about now, so that they don't have to worry about rotating during the chaos. And look at that. These guys rotated all the way from here, all the way out here. Actually, no, they were out here and they made their way in here. I think this is a good spot to rotate into. Good loot path. You can see they're still rocking a lot of green weapons. That's okay. They've got some more time still to loot up, maybe find some better rarities. But yeah, the rotation they're taking doesn't have like a ton of amazing loot, and it's pretty likely that players and other teams have already been through here, so they're kind of picking up a lot of like leftovers and scraps from other teams as they kind of rotate through these other zones. That being said, they've got a healthy balance of different materials here, and a good amount of ammunition here. Not enough to set them up for late game, but enough that if they can take out another team that's well kitted out, that they'll be set up. Well, it looks like it's going to be the Brookfield and North Austin show for the early game here until we can get some tighter storm circles going on. And I just love this point of interest right here with the null point right there in the middle of the lake. I mean, just super, super cool. I mean, this whole section is just so much fun just to play around in, honestly. Strong Kiwi manages to find themselves an upgrade for their shotgun there, and some pretty good healing items if any of their teammates want to pick that up. But yeah, I love this whole beach party, lake party, summer fiesta going on all across the island right now. Super fun aesthetic, really fun to play around in. I know I'm having lots of fun with it. In no build, of course. I'm no pro like some of these kids, but you know, I can aim down sights pretty well. So I play around in no build quite a bit, and I'm loving the new point of interest that are showing up here. And they're gonna ride around on top here. Let's see if we can't jump in on another team having making their rotations. Still here with North Austin. Oh, here we go. Now we've got Wake Forest here as they're making their south side rotation. Keeping it quiet, keeping it chill. Maybe don't want to alert the NPCs. Maybe they're aware that pretty soon Storm Surge is going to happen, so maybe they're just trying to chill out and not give away their position. Or maybe they're going to try and play the long game here. But yeah, we're lucky to still have the Star Wars POIs hanging out here. And look at this. Oops, looks like some players took a bit of a tumble there. Hopefully their teammate can pick them up. It's alright, happens to the best of us. Fortnite damage can be kind of deceptive. For sure, for sure. Man, these actually move pretty fast. I didn't realize how quick they were. And any second now, pretty soon. There it is. It's coming in right now. Shots already coming out here from North Austin, trying to get some tags on the bridge. That team is wide open. Scary moment for them. They're trying to rotate out. Steady aim, soldier. There you go. And so many players getting knocked out right now. I mean, just look at the kill feed right here going nuts. Fusion taking out some Salt Lake City players. Brookfield, we were just following them, took out a Salt Lake City player. Looks like Brookfield's doing pretty well, picking up some kills. Fusion Pro picking up some kills. And already from 82, 81 players down to 66, and it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going down into 40, 50 players, depending on how tight these players just happen to rotate in. CNH Gamers, their team's taking out a squad there. Fusion Pro's picking up a victory crown. Brookfield's getting knocked out by Lone Tree. And here we've got some more rotations happening. Let's see if we can't find some action going on across the map right now. Alright, Baby Shark and their team making some rotations. Brookfield, we were just watching them. We were just talking about how they picked up some eliminations and then got knocked here. So let's see how they're going to handle this. It looks like they're not out of the woods yet. A bit of an awkward situation there. They got to move the car out of the way. It was blocking their teammate from getting in so that they could revive him behind cover. But what are they going to do? I mean, the team's pushing on them. They know this is their chance. They walk right past them. Oh, that's a scary moment. Oh, they walk right past them again. Oh, man, that's scary. They have no idea there's another team. There's a squad right here. All right, let's see how they're going to handle this. They've got two up. Not a ton of HP between them. Stuck in a small corner. And that's going to be easy pickings for Lone Tree right there. Good job, Lone Tree, picking up those two limbs. Ooh, can't rest on your laurels, though, as there's always another party looking to get in on the action. Lone Tree takes out Brookfield. Brookfield took out, I forget who they took out, but they took out another team. I know for that for sure. And here we are, OBO with the Salt Lake City team taking out Lone Tree right here. Well done, well done. We're in the top 40 now. And it looks like they're going into this mid-late game as a solo. So OBO, you know, lots of, you know, they've got the team on their shoulders. Hopefully they got those replay cards. Maybe they can get a chance to pick their team back up. Good job, OBO. Being kind of the last one to the party is always what you want. You don't want to be the first one in. You want to be, you want to get in there a little later. Once all the other teams have expended their resources, then you can just kind of clean up. All right. While this storm is shrinking, let's go ahead and take a look around here. We've got Typhoon Sniper with Gary Busey and a Nightboxed hanging out. Looks like they've got somebody trapped here in this building, and they're going to pick him up. Very good movement, very good editing here. And let's see, whose build is that? It looks like it's their build. They're going to be able to edit around it. I like this. They're not going in just W-King right away. They're being a little more methodical about it, choosing their battles, choosing when to peak. Very good. That's the power of build ownership. You don't want to be boxed in someone else's build. I mean, that's the nightmare scenario right there. But well done there to Typhoon Sniper. Excellently done. I mean, that was just very methodical, very good, clean edit play right there. And for these kids, you know, with enough practice, you know, building and editing becomes like breathing to them, and you know, they just do it unconsciously as they move. And that's what you want. You want to be that practiced. Let's see what else we got going on around here around the map. We've got Kate and the Clown just messing around. Looks like they're hiding somewhere. They're hiding somewhere on the edge of circle underneath a bridge, maybe? Yeah, that's what it looks like. So you've got Kate and the Clown, Zero Mech, and Awesome Dude, and they're just gonna camp out. Looks like they're just kind of playing for placement points. They've got the metal builds up, but it looks like they've attracted some attention. They're gonna take some fire, and they're gonna rotate out Storm side. And they're rotating out actually on the far side of Storm, so they're going to have quite a bit of rotation to do, and they're going to run into a lot of squads. In fact, they find someone hiding in the bush here. Lots of bullets coming out trying to take care of these builds, but if you can build fast enough, you know, you don't necessarily have to worry about all those bullets. And it looks like that might be a solo right there, trying to handle it. But they've got other parties here closing in on them. Definitely an uncomfortable position for these guys. They're gonna have to figure something out. We can see that Zero Mech just got knocked by Gary Busey. That's really funny. That's really funny to say. And now with the knock, you know, that's the signal to the other teams. Hey, push on us right now. And push on them they do. Well done to Nightbox to you. Typhoon Sniper and Gary Busey Teeth. Is that what that is? Gary Busey Teeth. On picking up another set of kills there. Is there another party here? Another team? Doesn't seem like it. I don't think so. I think they took him out. Let's go ahead and jump around here. There's going to be lots of action as people are rotating in. But not for these guys. These guys are staying nice and quiet, not attracting any attention. And of course, showing off their moves with the default dance. Everybody loves the default dance. Here we've got Stinks and Anonymous. I think Stinks is a Falls Church player, if I'm not mistaken. They were pretty good last week. I think we saw them performing pretty well, getting some high amount of eliminations. Doing pretty good out there. In fact, we just saw Stinks eliminate Awesome Dude right now. Awesome Dude being the squad we just watched that took out Brookfield and Lone Tree, I believe. And just look at that tracking there. Beautiful. We can see some action going on here across the scenes. Nice shot. It gets the knock on them, I think. And they're just trying to do their best to rotate up to the high side here, but they've got everyone's eyes on them. So they're just going to take some free damage that they can get here. They're going to have to rotate in pretty soon though. They're taking their damage where they can get it, but damage doesn't get you points. Only eliminations and placements do, so we'll have to see how they do. And these guys aren't in circle anymore. They're going to have to tarp through. Let's see how their tarping skills are. Looks like they're not going to try and tarp. They're instead just going to try and run for it. Oh my god, it's a firing range. This is scary. Dog finds themselves a nice bush to build up in. But this is a rough spot. Maybe they're just going to try and just hold themselves down here while the other teams have to make their own rotations. But look at this spot right here for Nightbox. I mean, just beautiful positioning. They've got the high ground. They've got plenty of mats, tons of ammunition. They've got movement. They've got everything you could want. And look at that. They can just fire down on anyone who bothers to peek out. That's such a fortuitous circle for them. And this team having to tarp themselves here out of Storm, that's going to be a mighty tall order for them. Picking up some loot here. 8 players left in the lobby. I'd say there's probably only 4 or 5 squads, separate teams left. Nightbox takes a massive hit there. He's going to have to retreat. Still, it's such a strong position for them. I don't see them getting pushed on right now. We can see some action going on here. Looks like two teams tarped into each other. Scary moment, near misses. And, oh, and look at that. The Storm has chosen that the people on the high ground will have the advantage. And they're going to be, and these teams here on absolute low ground are going to be forced to rotate in. But now it looks like they're going to go in. Looks like they're going to aggress onto them, push in. No one's gone down yet. They've given up their high ground, but they must see something. Yep, they've got a bit in a very nice pinch right here with Nightbox on and Typhoon Sniper on every side of them. And they've decided, you know what, we're going to take high ground here. And they were able to because basically every other team is a little too scared to draw attention to themselves. Because everyone's thinking, you know, if I go out, then everyone else is going to pile on me. And that's pretty much true. It's a very tense situation here as the Storm Circle is going to force some engagements. I mean, this is the power of having your whole team up in the end game. Stinks goes down, Dog goes down, and that's another team about to go down. Typhoon Sniper making their way around, trying to find the last couple players in this build. And here's North Austin, staying quiet, staying chill, staying safe. Each additional placement is another breakpoint for more and more points. In the top 7 now, they're probably 3rd or 4th. They've already got themselves 6 points. If they can make it to 3rd at least, then they'll net themselves an additional point for their team. So every placement counts here. Oh no, that's unlucky. Bad luck with the bombs here is going to get them down. And that's it for North Austin going down to storm damage. Only one player left. Where even are they? Are they on the high ground here? An anonymous 260 gets taken out by Typhoon Sniper, Nightbox, and Gary Busey. This was a strong team all match, racking up the eliminations. Well done, well played to these players going into round 1. We'll be right back with round 2, but before that, I'm gonna go ahead and type in !donate into the chat. We are raising funds for the Heart Tiltify campaign, so if you have the opportunity, if you have the means, please go ahead and consider making a donation to our Tiltify campaign. We'll be right back as I set up the lobby for round 2.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills. You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does? So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Steve!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have to get. Good game.
I'm the coach for XP League and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch, it varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going.
Okay, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. The second round is underway here. I just want to bring up attention to our early interactions, early engagement rules here. Teams did a great job of making sure that they kept their fingers off the trigger last time, but it's always good to go over it. Go over the rules one more time. So, before Storm Surge activates, no teams are allowed to engage with each other, to engage before the Storm Surge activates. The Storm Surge activates around the third storm zone, as long as there are more than about 72 players in the match. So we should be seeing Storm Surge activate this time around. Let's go ahead and jump into not my full cam, but into the game. And here we've got North Austin back at it again with is this a different loot path than they went last time? No, it's pretty much the same loot path they went for. Looks like they're pretty practiced with this loot path, so it looks like they're going to stick to it. Let's see if we can't catch another team getting ready, gearing up for the action. Oh, a North OC team. Very nice. North OC Esta and North OC 16. Looks like they're collecting their bounty here. Maybe they're hiring an NPC. Not too sure. But they've got another squad here. Looks like somebody got knocked. A little bit of dancing around. Hey, how's it going, guys? Don't mess with us. We're not going to mess with you. Very nice, very nice. Good to see some teams following the rules. And you know, even if the rules get broken, you know, I mean, these are Silver Division kids. These are kids that are, you know, oftentimes it's their first season in XP League. You know, they've never had to play this game with rules before, and now they're expected to kind of follow these rules that aren't in the game but are imposed by us. And so, you know, it takes a little bit of adjustment time, but it's good that they learn the structure, because, you know, in any sport there's always kind of strange little rules that you may not be used to or may not understand. Now what's going on here? Some shots being fired, taking off here. A little bit of near misses there. Careful where you're aiming that stuff, guys. Here we got Spider-Man. What is that? Is that the future Spider-Man? Is that Spider-Man from the future? Looks like it. But this is Caden the Clown, Awesome Dude, and Zero Mech. These guys have made it pretty far last round. They were in I think they were in the top 10. So look out for this team going into next match. I mean, and just look at this indoor, like in-cave theme park right here. Just so sick. We have some stats from last round that I'm going to pull up here. So right here we've got the leaderboard and kind of the final storm circle, the mini map of how things went in those last final moments when the last 8 players were left in. Dog going in as a solo, Stinks and XPL Falls Church 12 as a duo, and the only trio, Nightbox, Typhoon Sniper, and Gary Busey, were the ones that took the win in the end, that got the victory royale. We can see here, this is the power of having your full trio ready to go. And we can see that the way they worked out, you know, I mean, just look at these kills here. 6 kills, 8 kills, 3 kills. And then for FC 12, 7 kills, 1 kill, 2 kill. I mean, those going to be massive points for these teams, especially these guys. That's such a huge amount of points. Getting first place plus that many kills is really, really nice. And look at here. This is what I like to see from our teams that are still kind of working on that gunplay, is go play for the placement. I mean, that's a beautiful placement right there for that team. I mean, Dog did a great job. I mean, they got their team a lot of points by staying alive and staying on for a long, long time. Let's take a look at here, see what some of the other kill leaders are. If we go down the list here, looks like, look out for 12th place Obio. Yeah, we saw Obio popping off earlier on. And 13th, another Falls Church team, Fusion Pro, Sherlock, and Falls Church 1, picking up 3 kills each. And then Lone Tree PC Gamer 3 with 5 kills. I mean, some of these kill leaders here going out a little early. Maybe we'll see them make it a little later in this game here. So look out for these players that have these kind of high kill counts. You you know, just tearing it up this round, where they may have gone out a little earlier. There we go, fixing my screen back up. Pulling up these kiddos messing around here in these vortexes and the basically the theme park roller coaster rides. They're in the hamster ball, making their way around the map. Let's check in on another team, see how they're doing here. Lone Tree 06. I mean, I think this was one of our kill leaders in the last game, picking up eliminations all over the place. Looks like they're just farming up some metal here. And unfortunately aggroing an NPC, but you know, they should be okay. These NPCs aren't too deadly. But man, look at this, Tilted Towers. How Tilted Towers has changed over the years. A little bit of player interaction there. Looks like they're going around just kind of busting up the map. Maybe trying to break some cover, destroy cover for teams before they happen. Making so that Tilted isn't as good of a spot to just kind of camp around in. But man, that's pretty chaotic, man. Interesting the strategies that the teams come up with to kind of get around the no engagement rules. Like that's technically not engaging, but it's definitely kind of like changing the battlefield before the battle has started. So it's interesting the kind of these strategies that these players come up with to give themselves advantages given the rule set. Here we got Wolfie Girl and Anonymous 295. Looks like they're chasing down a coconut. Rocking the Harley Quinn skin. Over here in Sanctuary on the west side of the map. Are they in circle? Yeah, they're in zone. They're right smack dab in the middle. And look at that. Super lucky for them. They're still in a beautiful section here. So if they just want to camp out here basically till endgame, they have all the time in the world to get set up in the best position and just take it. And look at that. Beautiful. Rocking the heavy sniper. Let's jump around a little more. We're back with Lone Tree. Lots of vehicles running around all over the map. Zero Mac, Awesome Dude, and Caden rotating in from that storm. Trying to pick up some mats as they go. And here in round 2, we're going to see a lot of much more safer play. Just teams tend to be a lot less aggressive in the second round. They don't get another chance. You know, you want to be a little more careful. You want to play for placement. Most teams are going to probably go for zone a little early here. I don't think we're going to see kind of huge amounts of kill numbers like we saw last time. But we are definitely going to see a much more chaotic late game, I think, if I had to make a prediction. And checking back in here on North OC, looks like they're picking up some shield shrooms here as they loot some of these seeds that have been set up by other players. And here they are, also in Sanctuary. I think we were just looking at another team that was in Sanctuary too. So looks like Sanctuary is going to be the spot to be. I can't think of anywhere else where people would want to go. Maybe the Daily Bugle, but honestly, that's kind of a rough POI. This is actually a good spot here. You've got the rivers here for some movement, so you can rotate in and around and go around the map pretty quickly. But here come the demo crew, just kind of driving around, being a little bit of a nuisance. And Storm Surge is activated. Let the chaos begin. And keep your eyes glued to this kill feed right here. We're going to see lots of action going down there. Salt Lake City 1 going down. Wake Forest Triangle 1 going down. Let's see if we can't catch some action going on across the map here. Oh, you know there's going to be something going. There's going to be stuff going down in Tilted. Or I mean, I should say the Daily Bugle. Yep, you've got some squads up here. And just look at the reach on that. Taking some fire from the squad up there on the other building. And just so much movement, so many movement options in this zone, in this POI, that they're going to be able to kind of get around however they want and kind of get in and out of those situations, choose if they want to take a fight or not. That's what's beautiful about this POI. One moment you're in trouble and the next you're out of there. All right, let's see if we can catch. If we can't catch anybody else, Crazy Bat taking out FC1. Wolfie Girl gets a knockdown and an elimination on FC1. Well done to Wolfie Girl. Vaxified taking out Plasma. Flesh Ripper knocks CH Gamer, and Gary Busey Teeth Baby Shark Fusion Pro going down. And look at this, we've got a nice battle going on here between two competent squads here. Stinks and Anonymous here were some of the kill leaders in the last game, especially Anonymous. Anonymous 309 did an amazing job. You can't forget though, Storm's always moving. It looks like Stinks is able to rotate out of there safely with their team. Looks like both teams kind of didn't want any of that action. They wanted to rotate out of there, but good job to Stinks and their fellow Falls Church player picking up those limbs as they rotate into zone through Sanctuary. Let's see who else we can catch. North Austin still hanging out at the Daily Bugle. They're gonna have to they have a pretty long rotation ahead of them. Are they pinned down here? Looks like they catch a team trying to rotate out. That's their opportunity to move in. Let's see how they take advantage of it. They've boxed up. And now they're kind of surrounded on both sides, breaking the build. Did they take it? Is that their build now? Looks like they weren't able to take it quite in time. But that distraction gave their teammate enough time to get in there. And that's a tough situation. I mean, that's a full trio coming in on your box. Not much you can do there. But well done to them. Well done to North Austin, taking advantage of the opportunity, seeing it and seizing it as they rotate into zone, just picking up some extra points. And Nightbox, do you get knocked by Anonymous 309? Nightbox, I believe that's one of the players that won last round. So they're going to be going down fairly early here in this mid game. Let's see if we can't find another squad putting in some work. Speaking of putting in some work, here we go. This is what I love to see. Playing for the placement, playing for the points, just hanging out. Looks like they don't see themselves wanting to rotate into anywhere. They don't want to go for the kills. Looks like they're pretty happy with what they've got. Let's see if we can't find anybody else. I mean, we've got North OC going down. Stinks picking up more kills. YouTube Avrix going down. And here we go. Last round's winners. Typhoon Sniper looks like he's going to be going into. They're going to be going into this next round as a solo. They're trying to get onto the Hog here, but it's not quite working out. Hog's not playing nice. All right, let's take a look at Vaxify here, also going into this as another solo. I wonder if we're going to see a lot of kind of partial teams going into this. Oh, beautiful knock right there. Looks like they're going to take the fight. Oh my goodness, juicy damage, 118. Pops him. One more good hit. Another knock. They've only got one more member to worry about now, but they're low on health. They're going to have to pull something off here. And looks like they're not quite able to do it, but man, that was close. That's scary there for Hanover. That was almost it for them. But great effort to Vaxify. For a moment there, I mean, I was sweating. I mean, I was scared for them. But it's not over for Hanover yet. The vultures are circling, and the scavengers are here to pick up their meal. But Hanover is not a team to be played with. They will take you out. Especially, it looks like that was a solo player. I mean, that was their opportunity right there. But Hanover, not too scared of it, takes them out, and is going to get the res on both their teammates here. Good job, Hanover, picking up those kills. Here we've got another full trio, Superstar Avon, Clydesdale, and Anonymous 319. Stinks picking up another knock right there on another kill there. Good job, Stinks. I mean, I think we're going to see that particular team pretty high up on the kill feed on the leaderboard this week, just based on just eliminations alone. They didn't get a super high placement last round, but man, they got 8 kills between them, so that's a lot of points on its own. Salt Lake City takes out Superstar Avon, so now it's going to be Anonymous 319 and Clydesdale left to pick it up here. And this looks like it's a solo, so they have the advantage here if they want to push on them. A little bit scary here. Caught unprepared, 20 HP left. And a nice shotgun shot is going to knock him and take him out. Good job, OBO and Salt Lake City. Beautifully done. I believe this is actually the Draper team. So well done, Draper, and well done to the Draper coach. Good job coaching your team, and OBO and the rest of the team here. I mean, OBO, keep your eyes on the OBO. I mean, they are going to be lighting up this kill feed. And that looks like Clydesdale, maybe another member of the previous squad, trying to get out. It's a different squad right there, trying to pull in. Yep, that was Clydesdale here. Looks like they were able to get out there with Superstar Avon, so they lost one of their teammates, but nothing too bad. But they are going to be pushed on here by another team. How are they going to handle this? Oh, looks like they broke through the top here. Not ready with the shotgun, and Salt Lake City looks like they pushed on these guys. They went for them, picking up more points. Beautifully done. And now, even if this Draper team goes out a little early, they're feeling good. Oh, and a beautiful shot right there. All white damage, so you know they don't have shields. You know that their team's going to be in there trying to heal up. That's going to be another opportunity for Draper to go in here and push on them, get really aggressive. Takes the bottom out from underneath them. Able to get a super quick knock. Waiting out the clip. Wait till they have to reload. Push back in. Beautiful. I mean, just look at that timing. They just put the walls up, they build around, dance around them for a little bit, wait till they run out of ammo in that clip. Once they start to reload, open up the build again, get in there, get a shotgun shot. Just beautiful timing on that. And then there were 8. Let's take a look at this team on high ground. Awesome dude, trying to rotate out, gets knocked while they're in the sky. Their teammate Ken the Clown is going to be, it's going to be up to Ken the Clown maybe to pick them up here, if they can. Yeah, they're going to make the slow crawl over to their teammate here. Whether Salt Lake City lets them or not, though, is another question. Looks like Stinks is actually able to pick it up. So it looks like Stinks is actually hanging out in here. Stinks, super strong player. But what can they do against a full trio? Let's see what Stinks and the other FC player can do. This should be a fun duel. Let's try and catch it from the Falls Church team perspective. And there it is. They were messing around with some loot, weren't ready. And they had actually an open zone right there, an open spot right there where Draper was able to get in on them. Looks like a team ripped it out of there. And Draper continues just their hunt right here. As they go hunting team after team here. Just so methodically. And here's North Austin building up in the 1x1, healing up for a little bit before Draper gets to them. And we're down to our last 2 teams is North Austin and Draper. North Austin with the duo, Draper with the full trio. Looks like they're playing this really close to Storm. You can hear the footsteps. And there's the high ground. Scary moment. They're going to try and rotate out of there. Box up again. Misses the wall behind them. Obio able to take advantage and finish the fight. Well done, Obio. Well done to the Draper squad. Well done to North Austin. Well done to all the teams that are playing today. All the silver teams. Going to go ahead and give a round of applause for all the silver players today, playing their hearts out. Well done today. I want to take this time to shout out all our silver players, all our silver coaches. Thank you for coaching your teams. Thank you for nurturing their talents and their skills, and then showing them the benefits of hard work and positivity. So thank you everybody for playing today and showing us some good matches. I want to encourage everybody to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and follow us if you're watching on Twitch. We'll be live next week with our North American Finals. It's going to be an absolutely amazing event. Super high production values. You're going to see the absolute best teams in XP League playing it out, and you're going to hear much better casters than me. Believe that. So keep it right here at twitch.tv/XP League or XP League HQ on YouTube. We'll be right back with round 1 of XP League Gold.
I'm the assistant commissioner here at Madison for XP League. I've mainly just had a passion for video games basically my entire life. A lot of times when the kids first come in, they'll maybe play with their dad or their other parents or siblings or something like that, but they really haven't had too much experience playing with other kids their age.
Yeah, I was born in Madison, raised in Madison, went to school in Madison. In the 80s, I was playing video games on like Commodore 64, Atari, the TI 99.4A, like cartridge based. My gamer tag is Skane. I am a first generation gamer. I was playing competitive online gaming in the late 80s on the first internet where it was all text-based games. One of my claims to fame was winning the Madison Championship in Super Mario Bros. 3. I was like, okay, this has got to be something I'm going to do in the future.
First things first, nice work last Saturday. Let's get a big round of applause going. We had every single team win their match. Nice job. Let's get into the XP coin. So, the first XP coin going out on the silver team is going to go to Jason. Let's give a quick round of applause to Jason.
I was very interested in seeing what the 4 original teams that had played in the Summer League as a pilot had done.
Warriors have 12 seconds left to get to the point. They know if they don't touch it, it will be over, so they're going to trickle in one by one.
I knew right away that I wanted to get involved after I saw their streams on Twitch. I love what they were doing in their production value and the professionalism and the players being competitive. So I was kind of like, when can I get started?
All right, our topic for today, if you can see on the board over here and over there, is filling the emotional tank. And I already had one of you guys ask me, what is filling the emotional tank?
Another reason I came to XP League is because of the Positive Coaching Alliance and the values we teach each week, the teamwork, determination, how to win and lose.
So he's showing a lot of respect not only to his teammates, but to the other players' teams. And same thing I said a little earlier, he was encouraged.
I grew up in Catholic schools in Madison and knew that XP League was right in alignment with those values.
You want your teammates to perform the best that they can so that you guys can all be together as a group and that you guys can all be functioning at your very best. And so, when
I brought the idea to the college, they were immediately excited about it. They're like, how do I get certified? I want that too.
Giving me a bunch of replays is kind of showing me, hey, I want to get better. And I think the individual coaching is going to be something that really helps out.
We've taken, a high school player and a college player. They're certified PCA, and they get a coach's jersey that they're proud of. They're like, that's even better than what we do. We just kind of do whatever we think is right with coaching, but now you have like a consistent standard to use that is the best, in the industry. So.
You guys have been working hard. You guys have jerseys today. I'll be handing them out one at a time. First we have J-Maker.
We were very excited to get our own logo. We came up with Madison Marvels. We liked it because it was kind of my vision to have like a space hero. So we wanted to look kind of not male or female, but kind of in between that could relate to anybody. The team behind me is probably our best team. We have like a 1A and a 1B gold teams, and so they're pretty incredible, and I hope they win the whole league this year.
All right, welcome everyone to the Week 3 for XPL Madison Fortnite. This week we have the Madison Marvel Silver team playing against the Hanover Horde, and now it feels nice to be in a team because you have other people that you're able to learn off of, other people that you're able to mentor. XP League and the coaching in general helps guide that along. The first player spotlight for this week, J-Maker, and his favorite video games being Fortnite and COD. Of course, Fortnite, playing in the Fortnite League, and for his desired superpower being time travel. If only he could travel in time to see the end of this match. But for us, we will just have to wait and see how it turns out here.
XP League is very different from any other esports that currently exist. We have that week-to-week model where you're practicing and you're playing each week.
Be careful, number 4. Be careful.
Right now we have Anonymous Rob, Taco Time, Cash, and Mame Money.
We are now bringing team-based esports, and it's local. It's in person, connecting with coaches that are local. So really creating that community and that community center type of feel.
Cash going in there deep, using the shotgun, getting the knock, gets him. Lure to his, moving over to him. There's only one left, and he gives it up to Madison Marvel.
There's 1,000 kids playing soccer in Madison. We can have 1,000 kids playing competitive video games. I'm looking at 60 teams in a year.
We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite.
We have an amazing opportunity for these kids, not only to play in a community environment, team environment, but then it's about going on to the regionals and the nationals, which is quite an experience that these kiddos can get.
Good game.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rep it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me. Push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Steve!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have to
Good game.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are back with XP League Week 5 Summer Season Gold. So here we are with XP Void, a YT Fire Desert, and Zoki. And I definitely recognize Void. I've seen their name at the top of leaderboards plenty of times before. So this team, you know, this team's going to be one to look out for sure, for sure. Like, so we've got 23 people hanging out across our YouTube and Twitch chat. If you guys are hanging out in the chat, let me go ahead and see you guys. Shout out your team, shout out your players. Who are you guys rooting for? How are you guys excited for the North American finals? They're going to be happening next week. So, everybody in the chat, everyone who's viewing right now, I just want to give you guys a big thank you for supporting your teams, for supporting your players, and cheering them on as they play their hearts out and do their best during our XP League summer season. Let's go ahead and jump around the map here as these teams are making their loot pass. We've got 61 players in the lobby, so we will not have Storm Surge activate quite yet. That's not going to be happening for this round with this game. So let's take a look at these early engagement rules. So, no engagements are allowed until the third zone or when the Storm Surge activates. Once the third zone or Storm Surge is activated, engagements may then occur. So there will be no Storm Surge, so they're going to have to wait until the third zone. Engagements prior to the allowed period will result in point deductions and possible disqualifications. One early elimination will be -3 points, and it carries on like that until to a maximum of 9 points. Although if you keep doing it, you'll probably get more and more points invalidated, if not outright disqualified. So let's see how good our gold teams here are at following the early engagement rules. They should know by now. You know, we're 5 weeks into the season. A lot of these players have played in previous seasons, so they should be on top of it. I have total faith in these guys. We got Bruno Pug. Lovick's Hot Shot, and a Yoinked hanging out here at this POI, looting up, grabbing those mats. Look what so I was actually saying this in the earlier rounds in the silver. The biggest difference between silver and gold is just how many mats, how much they farm in mats right away. Like, you would see this amount of mats for a silver team in like the late game. And these guys are going ahead and making sure that they are kitted out from the get-go. Here we are back with Void. Looks like they're hanging out here. They like this loot spot. We've got XD Tooth and Maze and Brink of Winning hanging out here. Oh, look at that! It's the new skin. Very nice. That's kind of that's the skin of the new loading screen of the vibin' season here. It's summer in real life, but it's also summer for Fortnite. So everyone's just vibing. You can see some boars hanging out over there, some wild boars, which are now rideable. They're now mountable. You can use them as vehicles. Move you around the map fairly quickly, and you can still shoot while you're on them. It's actually very hilarious. You know, I've seen like Doctor Strange riding a boar, shotgunning me down, and it's just kind of, you have to laugh when you see it because it's just so absurd. But that, you know, Fortnite's kind of this beautiful, absurdist playground where everyone comes together and just vibes. And rides hogs, apparently. So, XD2, brink of winning maze, making their way into Condo Canyon here. And we are now in the first storm circle as it shrinks down. We're going to take a look at what kind of storm we're looking at for this game. And we're going to be centered here on this, on the maybe center right here of the map, encapsulating Tilted Towers, Sanctuary, and other POIs that I don't necessarily know about. Hello, Dino Rex from the YouTube chat. Thank you for tuning in and interacting here. So they're making their way through here, through Condo Canyon. Fortnite's dynamic weather system has some fog rolling through. I want to see the twisters come into play. I don't think I've seen the twisters mess around with the final circles. I'd love to see kind of the tornadoes get involved and make themselves a factor. Hexe and Neon Ridge taking the rifts out of here, rotating out into zone. Looks like they're making their way towards this area here. Rocking the Doctor Strange glider here. Dino Rex, this is gold. We're watching gold right now. So we've got a lot of players looting out, kidding out. We've got a Wake Forest team here. And just look at those mats. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. It always makes me proud to see these teams, you know, playing this early game well. And look at that positioning too. It's actually a pretty good position for them. They've got a good, a lot of good options for rotating. They can use this river. They can use the roads. They've got a lot of options here for rotating in or out. And this is also like a pretty good loot area. Maybe not the highest tier of loot, but certainly enough that you know, they can't complain. All right, we've got our new storm circle. Let's take a look at what our next circle is going to be here. Oh, and it's going in dead center in the middle of the map, and you know, dropping a little goodie here to tempt the players. So it looks like we're gonna have Tilted Towers on the edge of Sanctuary, and whatever this POI is right here. Going in, and we'll have this is like the lake party area, so we may see some action going down there. That may be fun. I'd love to see an end game over the water. End games over the water are always super fun, super engaging. And here they are. I see a lot of players rocking this this weapon skin on all their weapons, kind of this like blue glow. I wonder if that's new to this season and so players are rocking it, or if it's just a fan favorite. Looks like teams here, we're trying to see who gets the boards, but Bruno lucks out on the boards here, and they'll be the ones riding to the boards. And just look at them go. Aren't they so cute? Aren't they so fun? You know, this is kind of the spookiness that you get when a bunch of teams are waiting for that early engagement, and they're all just kind of feeling each other out. Like, where are you guys gonna set up? Where are you guys gonna go? Because everyone's setting up, and you know, you might think, oh, setting up in this 1v1, 1x1 is gonna be good for us. We can set up right away. But you know, you're kind of leaving yourself in an open zone, especially if you're right smack dab in the very, very middle of the circle. All right, here we are with Storm 2 activating now. The circle is starting to close in. Let's see if we can't catch some players trying to rotate in. Looks like for the most part they're just kind of hurting these boars. Boars do indeed go burr. Yep, we got XD2 bring a winning and Maze rotating in from that storm circle. Let's see how they're approaching. They're coming in from the south side here. You got plenty of time, and you can always follow this river up. A little bit of separation there. I'm not sure what they saw there. Maybe they saw someone rifting out. Maybe they saw an opportunity to kind of shoot down some loot. Here we are back with Hexe and Neon Ridge, a duo going into this match. A duo can still do lots of work though, even in a trios game, so we'll have to see how they adapt their play styles to work together. I always love when teams coordinate their skins. I love seeing a whole trio of all Agent Peelys or John Wicks or whatever, what have you. And that gold chain is pretty drippy for sure. Back here with the Wake Forest squad. They're set up. They've got their position. Teams are going to be tensing up now. Just a few short moments until chaos pops up. Here they are. They're in zone. It looks like they're looking for a peaceful kind of first start here. And now we've got Storm 3. Let's take a look at the... we've got Storm 3, so let's take a look at this kill feed here. I believe things should start popping off any moment now. Yeah, you can see everyone's boxed up. And boom, a 120 right there. Yoinked, beautiful shot. The heavy. And everyone's playing it slow. No one's going too aggressive. No kills so far on the board. Maybe the map is just still too big, or maybe they're all kind of playing for that end game. Nobody wants to go out too soon, but regardless, it'll happen. Clue getting a knock on Gav, and it finishes them off with their rifle. Shay taking out Max Daddy. Clue getting the elimination on the squad. Clue, a very talented player. We see YT Fire Desert taking out Leo Gamer. Maze taking out Batmatics. Void taking out Leo Gamer as well. And Brink of Winning getting a knock on Maddox. And this team's going to have a bit of a bad time. I mean, coming out here with a vehicle, just getting started on that build. It's going to attract a lot of attention. Lots of fire coming their way. We're down to 55 players in the lobby. Gray the Rambo knocks out Pancake Ninja. We've got a Cupertino team. These guys did really good last week. Awkwards, shotgunning down Snozy. Jack knocking out Yoinked. We just saw Yoinked actually. Jack taking out Bruno Pug as well. If Jack can find the last one, that'll be it for them. Barebow fragging Jack's teammate, finishing the job. $53 players in the lobby. You can see how much slower and more methodical the play is here from the gold teams. Wacky Happy knocks out Baz. Baz, a very strong player. Let's move around a little bit, see if we can't catch somebody in the middle of the action. Serial here, rotating into zone. They've got their full squad up. Let's see, where's the rest of their squad? Can't quite catch them on the minimap, but looks like they're rotating in here from the other side. You can see a lot of teams just rifted. Clue picking up some extra kills. Jack picking up some extra kills as well, taking down Yoinked again. Gray the Rambo and Shay picking up some kills. Here we've got some engagement going on with Serial, Baz, and Harry Squid. And Jack just lighting up the kill feed. We'll have to check after the match to see just how many kills exactly Jack got. Brink of Winning takes out an entire squad. Wow. This is a bad circle for Serial and their squad. They're going to have to rotate in, and there's a lot of eyes on them right now. How do you tackle this situation if you're Serial and them? They've got the mats to kind of tarp in, but whether they can do it quickly enough, I mean, just look at that. That's scary. That's a scary situation for them. Do they have any movement options on them? Looks like they've mostly got kind of just ammunition. Lots of mats, but how are they going to rotate out of here? How are they going to get all these eyes off them? Jack picking up another knock on Wake Forest team. Looks like they found their opportunity. They're going to rotate out of here. Man, Jack going absolutely nuts right now. Let's see if we can't find Jack here. Well, we got Barebow Fraggins, one of Jack's teammates, so let's take a look at this team and how they're playing. Like, what are they doing that's letting them get so many kills here? Well, for one thing, they've got this massive build base here, and that's it right there. Jack hunts down the last of the Wake Forest Warriors and takes them out. Here we've got Dark Shadow, Awesome Dude, and Permissible Badapo. Rotating into circle. Being a little wary of these builds, especially if you don't own these builds, you gotta be careful. You don't ever know what's behind it. Somebody's leaving themselves exposed. Nice, beautiful damage on them. Are they gonna go aggress? No, they're gonna box up right here. Play a little slower. And Jack picking up even more kills on Pancake Ninja. Pancake Ninja taking Awesome Dude with him though. Let's take a look here. This team is almost certainly in the lead right now, just based on eliminations. Sprinkle winning, knocks Burn, 67 with the shotgun. Clue takes down Pasadena. YT Fire Desert gets spashed. Jack on the board again. Multiple teams engaging right now. I think what's so special about this team right now is that they just know how to tackle a box. They know how to tackle a box build, and they know exactly what to do to kind of. They know the patterns and the habits that players have, and they play around them really well. Oh, look at that position! What a beautiful position for them right here. All right, that's enough of them. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Dark Shadow, a solo, but not for long. They've caught the eye of another squad, and they're going to have to run. They're running back to their box here, but are they going to get chased down? I think so. It's only a matter of time before they get found. Especially with that storm rolling in. Dark Shadow's got a tall order in front of them. How do you get yourself out of this one, Dark Shadow? Do you have any movement? Nice movement, gets them out of there for now. But any stray shot will be enough. And Serial picks up ELM. 24 players left. Both of Serial's teammates go down. It's not their build, so they're going to have to break out of it. Lots of fire going on right here. We've got a nice little fight between Shay and Clue, with Shay, Clue, and Anonymous going down. They've got their full trio. Void takes down a whole trio right there. Gray the Rambo, YT Fire Desert getting some knocks. Jack getting even more, gets a knock onto YT Fire Desert. And Jack gets knocked by Zoki. And just look at the speed of the building and the edits here. This is now, we are in the top echelon of Fortnite players. You can see just the smoothness. It's like this is natural to them as moving. If they see a team trying to tarp in, they're not going to let them. They're gonna wall them out. If you want to rotate into the zone, you're gonna have to get through us. Shay, beautiful shot, 107. And that's going to be a quick pickup for Clue, Shay, and Anonymous here. Beautiful little bit of aggression there. No more shields left on that player. Shay waiting a little bit for their team to catch up to them. They're not going to allow the flank. They're going to stay here on this ultimate high. Oh, that poor player. Locked in with a bunch of sharks. And we're down to our top 13. That's Solo hiding out somewhere in this build. Oh, and that's so powerful. With that grappling gauntlet, they're going to be able to move around so easily, just up and down. Ultimate high, ultimate low, wherever they want to go. Void takes out Clue. Let's see if we can't find Void and what they're up to right now. Gray the Rambo and their Cupertino teammate hanging on to life. Trying to keep a low profile. Zoki and Void. Everyone's basically in the same structure right now, just on different parts of it. Now Zoki and Void do have the advantage of a very, very strong healing item there. Serial goes down. Shay takes down Maze. They know someone's right there, right underneath them. Fox and JJ picking up lots of kills right there. Takes out a trio. And they're above. It looks like they're getting surrounded here a little bit. Trying to box them, tarp out themselves out of here. Zoki pressuring all sides, keeping it cool. Tarping themselves out of there. Void sticking on them, sticking together, not getting caught in those builds. This is it right here. It's going to be between this team and the other trio here. Beautifully played. Shay picks up that Cupertino player. Now it's just Shay, Clue, and the other team against Void. And these guys, let's see how they're going to take this. Nice little battle going on here between Shay and another player. Let's see how are they going to take this. It's just Shay here hanging out. Is it just a single player with two duos? Is that what's going on here? Is that what I'm seeing? Here we go. Storm almost shrinking. We've got almost no storm left here. It's all coming down to this. Sogi's got the shot. What can they do? And beautifully done there. Anonymous 33 able to finish it out. Well played to Shay, Clue, and Zoki right there in that end game. Beautifully played from our teams there. Just beautiful, beautiful team play. Beautiful end game. Really love to see our players going at it right up until the end. Super, super hype. Love to see it. We'll be right back with round 2. So keep it right here for more XP League content. So these teams have done their absolute best here in round 1, and we'll be right back with round 2. Keep it right here at twitch.tv/XP League, or if you're watching on YouTube, XP League HQ. So make sure to follow and subscribe, depending on what platform you're on. We'll be right back.
I was very interested in seeing what the 4 original teams that had played in the Summer League as a pilot had done.
Competitive teammates.
Hey, all my junk ragging!
I knew right away that I wanted to get involved after I saw their streams on Twitch.
I like the culture and the aspect of it. It's like youth sports for kids that don't play traditional sports, right?
I was looking for some way to give them the environment where they could really feel like they're making the last shot of the game, right? So they're actually getting that feeling that maybe kids that are more into team sports are naturally feeling.
And that is a shutout for the PB Magic round one.
And then all the tools that are given to you within XP League, we thought it's something that it's an experience we could give to the kids that they've never seen before, and something I dreamed about as a kid, being able to watch my games online.
Seeing how excited they are to come in for practice and matches, seeing them grow together as a team, the different teams, that's what I really love about it.
Marbles Gold, you guys will be this Saturday at 2 p.m. Remember, guys?
Seeing the naturally shy kids, and seeing how they, start coming out of their shell, and all the way, fast forward towards the end of a season, they've gained the confidence and they're actually taking like a leadership role. That's been really cool to see.
Being able to compete with friends in video games, wear a jersey, being able to tell your friends and family, hey, go on Twitch and watch me compete, just like the professionals do. Being able to give the kids that experience and seeing their face every time when they do that is just second to none.
And right here tonight, we have our Hanover Horde Gold team taking on our Hanover Heroes Gold team to move into the finals of the Gold division of this Overwatch season.
We had all the parents in the lobby sitting together watching the stream on the big screen. And they were critiquing their kids and screaming and cheering. They knew exactly what was going on in the matches. They knew who had the advantage, who had the numbers advantage, who had the best comp to counter the other comps.
Pizza Freak unleashes his ultimate, doesn't find anybody home.
Daria has just been putting in work all day. That big send there from our Junkrat with the
was the semifinals of the consolation bracket in the silver. Our first ever time playing Overwatch. We were in the semifinals. We had both of our teams playing another team. One team in one room, one team in the other. They both won their semifinal match at the exact same time, literally at the exact same time.
Can you say finals for the Magic?
I'm seeing Coach Rob in one room pump his fist in the air. I'm hearing the other kids in the other room scream at the same time. They both come out to tell the other team that they won, and they come to find out at that very moment that they're facing each other in the finals. It was the most amazing thing. And I've been a coach and I've played sports my whole life, but that was probably one of the most amazing moments that I've ever been able to be a part of.
And I'm hearing a lot of good things in the Dragons room. We may have a Magic Dragon Palace Verdes finals.
It doesn't always start all roses. There's thorns along the way, and you grow from those moments when you're losing. You lose as a team, and you learn and grow together. I think our secret sauce in XP League is the Positive Coaching Alliance partnership, the focus on teamwork and sportsmanship that we bring to it. It's not just kids coming to play video games. It's kids coming together as teams.
Not fun, it's nice.
Playing alone and doing okay on your own, especially on Fortnite, to switching it to, okay, it is a team, what's best for the team. It's the connections that they're building. It's, the relationships that they're building with their teammates and the coaches. And that's really where the value is in giving them the team sport experience.
Don't lose this, guys.
Being able to give the kids an experience like if they're a professional gamer, no other youth sports can give that.
I don't think they know.
I can't watch my son live playing Little League Baseball with commentators wearing the same type of jersey that Mike Trout does. Using the same bat, the same cleats, the same, baseball stadium.
It's about going on to the regionals and the nationals. And that is an amazing opportunity for these kids.
And I think that's going to really help propel us into this next year of growth and expansion. It's the Little League World Series.
Check it. XPL.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me. Push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boot
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Oh, nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have to get. Good game.
Welcome back, everybody. What is up with it? I am Julian Torres, the Fortnite god, the best Smash Brothers player ever to touch a controller. I love slots and I love memes, and I am stalling for time while I jump from the battle bus and get us into spectator mode. So, hello everybody hanging out in the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. This is the final round of the day. We are going into round 2 of XP League Gold. We saw some super awesome, super exciting matches happen. Super exciting match happened last round. We had 13 players in that final zone going at it. A really exciting finish between Clue, Shay, and a couple other players. I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of the stats, some of the details here. We'll see who the kill leaders were, and we'll see who had kind of the highest placements going into that final round, final parts of the match there. We'll know what teams, what players to look out for. So give me just one moment here while I get myself set up into the spectator. You know, every week we kind of do this. It's incredible seeing the difference in the level of skill that happens at the beginning of the season, and then from the middle of the season to the end of the season. We're right smack dab in the middle of the season right now, week 5, and these players, a lot of these players, especially the ones for whom this is their first season, they grow so much. And if they're like a silver player moving from silver to gold, I mean, the amount that they learn from the beginning of the season to the end of the season is just absolutely incredible. The biggest things aren't even usually their mechanical skill. Usually the biggest thing is their coordination as a team. And that's what separates the strongest teams from some of the mid placing teams. The strongest teams have the strongest coordination. Okay, but enough of my blabbering on. Let's go ahead and jump into the spectator here. We're checking out the Wake Forest Warriors, Blueberry, and the other Adobe Wake Forest Warrior, as they're looting up over here in the raceway. Let me get the stats pulled up here so we can check them out together. Let's check out that end game. There we go, and we can take a look here. We can see who our kill leaders were last game. Of course, the top tasting team is usually going to have a lot of kills, just kind of based on the fact that, you know, they were forced to earn their way there and be the last team standing, so they had to get some kills to get there. So Clue, the Necessison, or Tennessean, I think so, maybe. Shay got angles, racking up 8 plus 6, 14 kills, plus that first placement, tons and tons of points. So watch out for Shay and Clue there. They're killers, but I mean, Tennessean, 3 kills for themselves. I mean, that whole team is pretty scary there, pretty strong. Then we've got Zoki with 5, and their teammates not far behind with 2 kills each. A Pop, Void, YD Desert, and Zoki. And then jumping down here to the third placement team, we've got Foxy JJ with 6 kills, carrying their team a little bit here. Really, really strong play from Foxy JJ. Watch out for them. Really, really strong player for that Hanover team. And let's see who we can find who was a kill leader that maybe kind of went out a little earlier than might have been expected. Going out in 6, we've got Brink of Winning, XD Tooth, and Amaze. They built up quite a few kills on their way to the top here. Harry Squid, Baz, and Serial. We know that this is a strong team. They've taken home the Victory Royale a couple times before, and so make sure to keep an eye on them. But take a look at this. My goodness. Jack, 9 kills with a 9th place placement. So watch out for Jack. Jack seems like they're a super aggressive player. Yeah, it looks like Foxy JJ just did an amazing job, kind of, is in this end game, staying alive till end game, and then playing their cards right and only taking fights that they knew they could win. Look at them there, just grabbing up placement points for their team. That's beautifully done. But man, look at that, 9 kills. That's got to be the most in the lobby for sure. Anybody else go out early with lots of kills? No, it looks like once you get past this kind of this section here, once you get into the top 13, that's when the kills start to come in. All right, let's jump back into the game and see what players are up to. All right, we're back in the game here with Wake Forest. Let's see if we can jump around, see who else we can find. Got Batmadix, Hook, and Lock and Roll. Batmadix scouting out, checking out the other teams, checking out the surrounding areas as they group up with their team. Rotating into the southeast side of the circle. Looks like we're going to be on the west side of the map this time around. And man, I just want to remind everyone to keep it right here at twitch.tv/XP League, and subscribe on youtube.com at XP League HQ, because next week, the North American Finals, the top 24 teams? Top 24 teams from Fortnite are going to be at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida next week. And they are going to be playing their hearts out to get into the top 3 prizing. They're going to be, it's the one time a year that a lot of these players, they play each other all year. They see these familiar faces, these familiar names on the leaderboard, in the maps. They see them everywhere. They scrim with them. They practice. They talk on Discord. But North American Finals is that one time a year that these players get to see each other in person, and they get to, see their opponent face to face and show them, and it's just a really fun experience. The energy in the room is just absolutely amazing. The lighting and the food trucks are going to be so good. I hear there's some legendary chicken wings or something that's going to be there. I'm not too sure about what we got there. I can actually pull up the info page in a bit if I want to talk about North American Finals more. But it's going to be absolutely amazing. Saturday and Sunday is going to be just chock full. We'll be live streaming basically the full day, just gameplay happening all the time, and we'll be making sure to roam around. If you see me and you want to get up on stream, you want to do an interview, flag me down if you think you've got some interesting stuff to say. We're going to be going around interviewing people on the scene, doing kind of man on the street type interviews, talking to people, getting the feel of the event, and kind of highlighting different people across XP League to let us know how they're enjoying the event, and maybe put a fun interview together. But yeah, we'll have the top 24 teams from Fortnite, and that's actually going to be most of the teams in this lobby. Most of the teams in this lobby are going to be flying out pretty soon. I've got my flight ready to go super early out of Monterey, flying out at, I think it's 6 a.m., so I've got an early night for sure this weekend, but I prefer the early flights. Get me in early, get me there early. I want to have some daylight when I land. So if you have any travel strategies or travel tips, drop in the chat here. I'm sure many of our players are going to need them, especially if you're, kind of flying out and you're a little jet lagged, getting used to it. What I do when it comes to jet lag, getting used to different time zones and stuff, is I just let that first day kind of suck a little bit. I just let that first day, my body's going to be tired, but that's okay. After the first day, I adjust to that time. I go to sleep at the right time, wake up at the right time, and then I'm good to go. But the true secret is coffee. Coffee is the true secret. Let's jump around a little bit, see if we can't find anybody else messing around this map. We've got Condog, Corrosion, and Justin48 hanging out, driving around the map, trying to find a good spot for them to set up here. They've still got plenty of time. By plenty of time, I mean not too much time. They've got maybe 3 minutes before engagement begins. Speaking of engagement, here's the rules for engagement. Early engagement. No engagements are allowed until the third zone or when Storm Surge activates. So once that third zone activates, then teams will be allowed to engage each other, but any early engagements will result in a deduction of points from players, so players got to be careful. Practice that trigger discipline. Yeah, here we've got their team right here. Looks like they find a nice spot that they like. Lots of hills, lots of high ground. They've got a building here for cover that they can kind of look out and get lots of sight lines on. I actually really like this storm circle that we've got coming in here. Another minute and 40 seconds until engagement begins. Let's jump around the map and see what the other players are up to. I should have like a Fortnite bingo card here. See if I can cross it off, get Fortnite XP League bingo. Really strong mobility option here. We've got the field, we've got the amusement park within, we've got the amusement park in zone, so that's going to be fun. I would love to see some action go down here. Pasadena, hanging out here, getting set up. Looks like they're looking for the high ground here. And here they are hanging out. Maybe I believe that sound means they're a little low on gas there, so you guys might need to fuel up a little bit there in just a little bit. But we got Sudegree, Barabo Fraggins, and Jack. Jack was our top fragger with 9 elims last round. So keep your eyes for Jack in the kill feed. They're sure to make some aggressive plays and get up there with the kills again. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of Jack later on in this lobby. And here they are in the battle bus. Man, this battle bus is such a strong vehicle. Mutant Nutria lost to the storm. Breaking the builds a little early there, but that's okay. We've got engagement happening now, and teams are not wasting any time getting things started. So the battle bus is no longer the armored vehicle titan that he was. It's still a strong vehicle, but is now the party bus. as it roams around the map, picking up partiers. King taking out YT Desert very soon. YT Fire Desert, strong player. Well, let's see what King can do here. Brink of winning, knocks out Max Daddy. Serial takes out Pancake Ninja. News for Jen. News for you, Jen. Takes out, finishes off Pancake. Brink of winning, gets the knock on Hook. Let's see if we can't find anyone in the middle of the fight. Pasadena rotating around. Jack and squad with an amazing viewpoint right here. Setting up themselves. Looks like they're playing a little slower. You know, they've got their aggression out in the first round. Maybe they're going to play this one a little slower. A lot of mobility on this team between the hook gauntlet and these kind of impulse grenades. They've got a lot of movement here. So if they're in a bad situation, they can just kind of bounce out if they need to. Swapping up gear. Pasadena gets knocked to Foxy JJ. Foxy JJ, a really strong player. Zoki gets eliminated by Clue. Zoki, another top fragger from last round. Wake Forest taking the long way around. They've got eyes on another player here. They've been spotted, and it's time to engage. Let's see how they're going to take this fight. They're going to box up. Getting shot here from above. High ground advantage for the other team. I can see Blueberry and Wake Forest up there on the pushing around. Now they're caught in zone. XD Tooth takes out Batmadix. 47 players left in the lobby. No doubt we'll be down even more by the time this next Storm Circle starts out. Blueberry gets knocked, so that's one of the Wake Forest Warriors 5's teammates going down. Always stressful when you're getting shot at while you're trying to rotate in. I mean, just look at this. Wake Forest Warrior 5 trying to do their best here. They don't have mobility, but they have builds here. And what is perhaps a stroke of luck, a med kit dropped it right there, so they might be able to get it in time. Let's see if they can pop it in time. No, they get down to the knock. Their teammate is not going to be able to get them up, and that's going to be it for that squad. Well played to Neon Ridge, Hexe, and Jurassic Jojo, blocking the Wake Forest Warriors from getting into zone. Here we've got Little Pinecone, Wacky Happy, and Alpha Omega hanging out here, beautifully set up for zone. They've got their builds ready to go. And it looks like they're just playing chill. They don't want to attract any too much attention. Shay gets angles. Gets a knock on Anonymous with a beautiful sniper shot. Looks like it was pretty far. Let's see if we can't find somebody else playing aggressive. We got Fox Bay taking out an NPC. Shay taking out another squad right here. Kills racking up for Shay here. And a nice little rotation gets them back to their teammate. .38 players left in the lobby. Almost in the top 10. Top 10 is really when the points start to rack up a little bit. So that's a really important break point. You want to be in the top 10. That's when the points start to go from maybe just 2 points for placing to about 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, so on and so forth. They've got that impulse grenade, a bit of a get out of jail free card, and now they're on the other side of zone, blocking out another squad. Unable to get the knock there, but that's okay, as they're moving in to confront these other teams here. Looks like they're going to try and knock them back towards them. They've still got to keep moving. Storm keeps going. Bruno and Hotshot taking out Sudegree. Here you've got Shay, Clue, and Anonymous. Cupertino taking down Pasadena. Cupertino, another top placing team. Good to see them back in the end game. Neon Ridge taking out Bash. Serial takes down Barabo Fraggins, and Holly Springs Ninja going down to Neon Ridge. Looks like Neon Ridge and Holly Springs just had a fight, and looks like Neon Ridge came out on top. CNH Gamer, Foxy JJ, A-Switch, this time going into the final top 10, top 11 teams with their full trio. So that we should expect to see Foxy JJ, CNH Gamer, and A-Switch doing much better in this endgame. Clue knocking out some more players here. These guys just hanging out here. Use the impulse to pull out. Try not to attract too much attention. Hot shot. Gray the Rambo takes out Foxy. Jack gets knocked. So that's a big knock right there on Jack. Looks like they're trying to get up the mountain here before any of the other teams can. We've got Neon Ridge. Looks like they're chasing down a player. Still 29 players left here? That's insane. The fact that we have 27 players still left in a zone this small is crazy. Sniper gets knocked out to the storm. Yoink gets down. Gets eliminated in the storm. News for Jen takes out another squad in the storm. Looks like there was a whole team just hanging out in storm. Or maybe they got caught trying to rotate in. And now it's just Neon Ridge left here for their team. Take a look here. Awkwards and Burns still in this, holding it down for their team. In zone already. Lots of mats, lots of heals, lots of movement. Looking good, looking set up. 23 players left. Justin 48, Condog and Corrosion, whole squad still up. But for how much longer? They've got some attention on them. Neon Ridge gets taken out, so that's going to be it for them. But they made it to the top 10, so good job, Neon Ridge. We're now in the top 6 teams here. As Wacky Happy and Cupertino picks up another knock. Cupertino taking another knockdown on Alpha and Omega. 1 player left. Cupertino takes out Wacky Happy, takes out Alpha Omega. That's 2 extra points for Cupertino. Well done. And here they are, a solo actually going into this. Man, this must be a strong player if they're able to make these plays happen solo. And now things are going to quiet down a little bit. We're in the top 5 teams now. Foxy JJ still got their full trio. Clue takes down News for Jen. News for Jen was lighting up the kill feed just a little bit ago. It looks like there's another team right here in this building. Looks like they're trying to find them. Yep, teams on both sides here. Yeah, they got a team above, team to their, 2 teams to their sides. Yeah, it looks like they're in a bad spot right here. They're gonna have to rotate out of here. Or at the very least, try and get the heat off of them and on someone else. Team above, team below, team on both sides. Seems like they can't go anywhere without running into a team. Not clutch. Looks like they're solo going into this final zone. We've got Shay, Clue, and Anonymous. These are a strong team. A-Switch knocking on gets the knock-on knock clutch. And here we've got Clue. They're just gonna hang out, get their heels going, rotate back into zone. Lots and lots of mats. They're looking healthy. Beautiful knock right there. Foxy JJ takes down Cupertino and Pinecone. Clue cleans up the kill right there, but Clue gets caught out by Foxy JJ. Foxy JJ, super strong player. Very mechanically gifted. Strong fragger for the Hanover team. Condog takes out A-Switch. Corrosion finishes him off. Only 7 players left. Another one gets taken out. Foxy JJ sees an opportunity to get the knock. But death from above. Anonymous gets it. Shay got angles. Clue and Anonymous finish it out for the victory royale. Well, good. Well played to these teams. All of them played amazingly. I mean, we had 30 players right there in that end game, and that was beautiful. We got to see some really high-level play there. I'd love to see some analysis of these matches. Go back through these replays, see all the angles that we couldn't see before. And we'll be right back with some more matches. So keep it right here at XP League, twitch.tv/XP League and XP League HQ on YouTube.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ref it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
You guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me. Push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills. You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does? So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Steve!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Oh, nice job. Go. Group in now. Push in. You don't have to. Good game.